My name is Tom Corbett, and I'm the president of Tomacor Property Inspection in Chicago, Illinois. I think it's important to understand that Tomacor has been in the property inspection business for over 30 years. We have been general contractors before that time for approximately 10 years. Given our 40-plus years of experience in residential and commercial construction detailing, we have learned important building and code standards that need to be applied to every single building that we look at. For instance, asbestos should be disclosed to home buyers. Lead paint should be disclosed. Every single property inspection in the state of Illinois that is associated with a sale is visual by nature. That's what the Illinois Home Inspector Licensing Act says. And that allows us and other inspectors to take a broad-based view on the building that they are looking at rather than just focusing on small problems. A good inspector will aggregate problems together, little carpenter ants here, some carpenter ants there, and bundle them together and give advice to a home buyer that they would need a thorough carpenter ant inspection or termite inspection, not just in the garage or just in the basement. So after 30 years in the business, there are over 200 items that are unique and specific health hazards that need to be pointed out to home buyers because of their health hazard nature and how they can impact the home buyer's life and the life of his family members. There are also, in that same group of 200, there are dozens of major problems which are very expensive to repair and which could cripple home buyers' budgets. Some of those buzzwords or buzz topics may be common to people that are watching this. The presence of mold is a great big problem nowadays and very expensive to repair. Most home buyers think once they cure the mold problem that they don't have any other problems with their buildings in that area. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. Once you get rid of the mold, you need to get at the root of the problem and prevent mold from forming again. A good professional inspector will be able to instruct and guide you in just how to do that and provide you with budget figures. Isn't that what you all want to know? What's it going to cost? Is it a life safety problem? And when do I need to have it done? That's what we do. That's the important stuff. At Tomacor, we find many more problems in new construction than we do in older buildings. People nowadays that are going out there and buying buildings that are less than about 30 years old are assuming a very significant risk. And the risk is these newer buildings are full of new technology, much of which has been proven to be substandard in the last 30 years. As an example, there's a product called split face block that here in the city of Chicago is so problematic that the city had to pass a unique ordinance regarding its installation. Most houses with this product are experiencing or have experienced major water infiltration and mold in the homes. This is a product that wasn't even used in houses until the last 30 years or so. Another product is called EIFS. That's Exterior Insulated Finish Systems. This product looks like large sheets of limestone or stucco, but if you wrap it or tap it with your knuckle, you'll hear a very hollow sound. And that's because it is hollow. It's a styrofoam cup, like a coffee cup, covered with a couple layers of epoxy product. This product can be damaged when you hit it with a snowball, and oftentimes you'll find 2/3 of a building's exterior walls covered with this EIFS, EIFS. The other problem with it, in addition to the fact that it's so fragile, is that it traps moisture into the building. So in other words, a lot of the new construction products that are out there, like EIFS, provide a plastic sheet directly underneath the drywall or in a couple of inches behind the siding, and water, which wants to naturally leave the building, humidity and tea and coffee water and vapor and shower and all that, it can't get out because the EIFS is watertight and airtight. As a consequence, the water hits the EIFS, it gets cold, all of a sudden the water vapor drips down and begins to rot the building. So the problems with today's construction are that, one, the building codes are not enforced, and two, the products that are being used are not thoroughly or professionally tested. As a consequence, people buying new homes today are going to be experiencing some significant problems over the next 10 years or so, making it very difficult to leave those homes to their children or their grandchildren to live in. Finally, my experience has been that today or nowadays, people don't like living in their homes more than 5 or 7 years anyhow. So more and more the attitude of home sellers is, let's just pass the problem on to the next buyer. So we have that kind of attitude. If you're buying a new building that's from 1980 or later, the chances are very good that you have some undisclosed major or significant deficiencies with the building that will be expensive to repair.